but there's a long feather one that are like overlaid, and then I wonder if you put the jump ring like so it's coming off of the top. Then they like.
I think we're probably live on Facebook.
Ooh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to A1 Reno Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, the 8th of September.
Shauna's back.
Feels like the first day of fall.
Feels like the first time. Why are you looking at me like that?
So, you know, I get these notifications.
There's your song of the day.
I get these notifications for like months.
Ooh.
That
Ooh.
She's been looking.
Ooh. I bought this like months ago.
Well, it was still obviously showing up in your notifications.
Maybe you should mind your own business. Why are you getting my notifications?
Because you looked for it on my eBay. And like obviously had made offers, and then they send you counter offers, and then they go, "Are you still interested?" or everything else.
What?
It's an interesting piece.
So, it's a squash blossom necklace, and yeah, Heather knows I've been stocking these. So I finally got one, and I love it. Because a lot of them, Heather, if you know, they're huge. They're like the pendants like this big, and they like hang down to like my belly button. So, because I've tried them on before at like a pawn shop. I was in Arizona, my girlfriends, and we looked at them. So anyways, good morning. And it's going to be, although I'm super, look, I wear long sleeves because it said 70 degrees, but I'm like hot.
And then all day she's going to be like, I'm so hot.
I'm so hot already.
That's because she's been running around like a mad woman with her head cut off so far this morning.
So do you
That's
have
our
any,
Tuesday.
Do you have any announcements?
I'm sure people will ask what the they can hear all this. So I'm sure people will ask about the update on the well, I could just tell we were already starting with
You did that one day. I didn't say anything.
Because I did it once.
No.
So I'm sure we're 3 weeks out.
Service?
On service. I had somebody who reached out over the weekend that was like, yeah, you're going to come out to my house this week so I can get my project done by the 15th. And I was like, it doesn't work that way. I didn't even mention it to you.
Yeah, that's funny,
like,
huh?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So we're 3 weeks out on service, I think. Service really does show no sign of slowing down. I would still encourage anybody who, you know, heading into, and it's funny, so keep in mind, stitch counts, million stitch count on sewing only machine, 3 million stitch counts on combination machines. We've been seeing machines. We saw a machine with 9 million stitches.
You already talked about
that. I just saw a machine.
9 million's nothing. The thing that's impressive is the amount of time it took to do those 9 million stitches, which was how long?
Oh, it was like a handful of months. It was like 4 months or something. So
I don't think it was 4 months. It's since she got it.
Oh, on that machine.
There was another one with 9 million?
One with 9 million stitches that was like, she's like, but I just serviced it in May.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's impressive.
Oh, wow.
That's impressive.
All right.
But I can see how you put on those miles. I just started, I started a freestanding lace project, and OESD, who used to use 2 layers of no-show mesh, is now using a layer of mesh and a layer of Badge Master, which I've never used. So I'm waiting for that to come in to try that, because I tried Ultra Salvi and I don't think that was the way to go. Sometimes you don't have it, so you use what's in your stash. And sometimes you win and sometimes you don't.
So just regarding service, we're coming to panic time in service, meaning
holidays.
Once we hit October is when I see a lot of you show up like, I've got to have this back right away. The way things are right now, I'm not doing same day service. And I mean, that may change if we get caught up as we get into the fall. Max is essentially more or less with us full time at this point, which is great.
He's our vacuum tech. And
so that's going to free
wonderful.
Alex up one more day a week, which is awesome. We've got some other potential options to maybe try to add some folks. We're going to try to figure that over the next couple of weeks. But the reality is, don't wait until your stitch count's way too high and you've got those holiday projects coming. So I'd say come see us sooner than later. It'd be a mistake this year to think that we are going to head into that period of time, more caught up than we normally are.
And if you can get a second machine, have a backup so you're not stressed out, not freaking out when your machine's down.
Yeah, we've had some pretty nice used machines come through.
What do we have right now? I think we have a Destiny.
I have one Destiny.
We have a used Destiny.
I'll make crazy deals. Like aerials are a great alternative. I have 3 of them in the store.
Used?
No.
Oh, new.
New. Same thing with the Aventura. They're a great option. And
do you have any other used machines?
Not really in the baby lock. We have a couple used older Aventuras. But that would be a great lower expense used option.
And don't we have
crazy deals on the 1350s, the 950s. I've got a couple. We've got BL80Bs in stock right now.
What's a BL80B?
Which is the 80 stitch Jubilant and Brother machines are coming. So we've got some options that are showing back up, but I wouldn't necessarily wait. Is the pumpkin behind Patrick?
Oh, let me show you the pumpkin.
For a class coming up.
No, you have good eyes, because that's just like a little itty bitty thing over there.
God, how the heck did she see that all the way back there?
I know. This is the pumpkin. Isn't that great? So, and I just ordered the patterns, so I don't have them in the store. But this is called Pumpkin Pizzazz. And you'll use wave stitch, decorative stitch, all sorts of different
You guys did
stitching.
that as a class at one point,
Yeah, we've done
you?
it every year. It's just super cute. This is all done on the serger, so you work with like decorative wire and just all sorts of stuff. So this is the Pumpkin Pizzazz class that's going to be coming up, and it's adorable. So and patterns will be here next week. So thanks for asking, because I did want to talk to you about that. And Melinda, that's so funny, because that little pumpkin, that's an OESD freestanding lace.
So let's talk about the video classes.
Okay.
So almost 12 hours of video.
Well, I haven't.
And she's not even done yet.
I know. I'm sorry, ladies.
A little over 10 hours.
We're talking about the Boulevard pillow, and it took me longer because I'm explaining it as I go. But
I watched a lot of that video, and you didn't really waste any time. Like, you move on like pretty quickly.
So there's the embroidery, there's piecing it together, there's the quilting, there's the embellishments. I'm doing a separate video where I put it all together on the serger. But
that's going to be a separate.
That'll be a separate class, because that's going to kind of be this is how to put together any bench pillow, any bench pillow on a serger.
So the point being, it was let's call it a 12 to 13 hour project. She hasn't done the embellishment portion yet.
I did. I made the embellishments. I just have to sew them on.
So so that needs to be added. Is that all going to be part of the class?
Yeah.
I was editing and posting yesterday. I started at noon and we went to bed at midnight, and I posted the last thing this morning.
You took a dinner break.
I mean, they're easily 10 to 12 hours of editing and posting.
So it
So the
takes a
point
long
is,
time.
it's about a 20-hour plus process for that one class. It's a tester, right? Because when the whole thing was done, she and I were talking and kind of doing the math, and I was going, this is going to be really telling to see if us doing classes like this with the videos are worthwhile. So they will be posted. Everything's posted, the playlist. The reality is it's long enough. The only real viable solution for us right now was YouTube, because we can do private playlists. The embellishments and the sewing from the embellishments, when will that be done?
Tonight.
So we'll get that posted. And I told you that we'd have it all posted. We just didn't get the embellishments done. So
I tried to work really hard this weekend.
She worked all weekend.
I did waste some time on Saturday because Violet and I couldn't stop watching It's Me or the Pet.
It's Me or the Dog.
I can't remember the name of this show.
Is that a
But
show?
but I tried to work while we were binging that too. My sewing room was out of control. But it's all about out of control pets, and it's either Patrick goes or the pet goes. That's the premise of the show. And we couldn't stop watching it. There's a lot of bad pets out there. Poorly behaved animals.
If our pet's like that, he's going.
He's going to be wonderful. So,
Jeannie's going to go pick him up in October.
I am. I'm flying out. He's all the way in Florida, and I'm flying out to get him. He was conceived in Montana, and then they moved, which we thought we were going to get him in Montana, but oh well, it didn't work out. We'll be going to Florida.
So, video classes will be up. The success of the first couple of video classes will determine whether or not that's something we could do. But it is a viable alternative for these really long classes where there's just no way we could do them in the store. Watching the videos as somebody who doesn't sew, it's pretty cool because, I got to edit some stuff out and edit some stuff in, but like Jeannie really does figure some stuff out over the course of the class that both shortens the project, makes it easier, kind of troubleshoot some stuff. So yeah, I like the thing that comes to mind is the glitter vinyl, when you cut the glitter vinyl down. And so, it could be a very valuable resource, but the reality is it's only going to be worthwhile if people use it. So we'll get that posted. I'm going to say by Thursday, because
I'll finish.
we have to create the playlist,
yeah.
create the description, stuff like that. So it'll all be posted tonight, but we'll get it edited up and ready to purchase by Thursday. So
it's an Australian Shepherd, and we named him already. His name's Momo.
That's so cute.
After Avatar.
Yeah, it was after one of our favorite characters. So
I don't know if Momo was my favorite.
Well, we love him.
He's got Momo's coloration.
Yes.
So
should we do a Technique Tuesday?
Technique Tuesday.
Before I forget?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of whether or not you're the best teacher, we'll see how this goes, right?
We're winging it. And I would never say I'm the best teacher ever. Okay. So I'm going to be demoing for you and showing you how to just make a zipper bag on your serger. And it is so easy. Paula's here. Paula's going to be teaching the pumpkin class. So what I have here is I just have a piece of quilted fabric. I just found this in our stash, and I just cut it down to a rectangle. And I have a zipper. And I'm going to be using this, the 5mm cording foot today. And there's two different ones, so you need to keep this in mind. This one, Shauna said to me, is this one for all 8 threads? And I sat for a minute. I was like, yeah, I think you're right. I never thought about that, but that's, if you have an 8-thread serger, this is what you're going to use. Or if you have a cover stitch machine, this is what you're going to use. If you have a 4-thread, you're going to get the one in the pink packaging. So this is Victory, Imagine, Celebrate, Eclipse, Enlighten, and is that it? I think that's it. This one's going to be Triumph, Ovation, Accolade, Evolution. Or did I say cover? No cover stitch with this. This one's cover stitch. Okay, so I have my rectangular piece of fabric. I have a zipper. You want your zipper to be longer than the ends because you're dealing with metal pieces in here. So you don't want to put it too close this way or too close this way. You want to have at least 2 inches if you can. And what we're going to do is we are going to wonder clip and right side to right side. So I like my zippers to extend over on the left side. I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to clip. And you don't want to take your clip and extend to the zipper because we're going to be unzipping that. You just want to clip it just so it's right on the edge. And the reason you don't want to pin, I had a lady call the other day, and she had she ran over a pin with her serger. And I mean, it threw her machine out of timing and it ruined her blades. And your blades are probably, how much do you think a set of blades are? Well, $70 bucks?
It depends. Like, if you've got to replace both, they can be anywhere from like 40 to 80 bucks.
Yeah, so it's an expensive machine and you can just get wonder clips instead. So once you have it clipped like this, I'm just going to unzip it. And then I'm going to take it to the serger. Now I have that P5 foot on here, and this is what you want. And then it's got a groove in there, and that's where the zipper teeth go. So I'm going to put this back on. And I'm going to go ahead and let's start up here. Actually, I'm going to start up here. Easier without that pull in the way. Lift up the toe of my foot and I'm set up right now for a 4-thread overlock. That's it. Just your basic 4-thread overlock. I did a width of 6.5 and a stitch length of, I'm at a 3. And if you look, this is just like the groove, you know, when you go to the gas station and you get your front tire in that little groove and your tire stays there. Same thing with this. And then once this is totally connected, I'm just going to run it out. Okay, so that's one side. If I was doing this for real, I would take it over to my sewing machine and I would top stitch this down. But I'm not going to top stitch it right now because I just want to do this demo for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip it back up again. And this is going to help you line up the other side. So remember, we're going to do right side to right side. So this is the right side. And this is my right side here. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this up. It's so much easier if you zip it up. Otherwise, you're kind of guessing. Where does it line up? So zip it. And then we're going to go ahead and clip it again.
Do we have those wonder clips?
Yeah, we have wonder clips in the store. If you've never used wonder clips,
they're like flat on one side, so they run well on the bed of the machine.
Well, you pull them out.
Well, of course, but I'm just noticing this stuff.
Patrick's never seen these before.
I've seen them. I just don't know if I've seen them like this.
What other way would you see them? Okay, we're clipped. You're going to unzip. Going to go back over to the serger. I'm going to work from the other side just because it'll make it easier, but I can still feel, you can still feel the bump of that zipper. I mean, this is a quick way to make a whole bunch. I'm just going to tuck it under, make sure it didn't get pushed down at all. And that, you can see the zipper right here, the little hump. All right. So now we have our zipper in. I always get confused. Okay, which way do I go here? This has to fold. Okay, there we go. So let me just get all those threads out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead and put it all together. Okay, so now I have like a little barrel. Isn't that cute? And now you decide, where do you want your zipper? You want it in the middle? I like mine usually up towards the top. And like I said, I would top stitch this too if I was, you know, if I was really doing this for real. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm going to stitch up this side. So I'm stitching up this side without the zipper. I'm going to fold these back as I put it in. And this will go right through. So that side is done. This side we're going to unzip because otherwise your pull will come off and there'll be no way of turning it inside out. And I could go ahead and clip it too. I'm going to go ahead and actually zip this and clip it. And you could put on a little pull. We've done this where we've used our belt looper tool and made like a little strap. Don't forget to unzip. Now when this comes together, your machine wants to separate the zipper. So I almost hold it and overlap it a little bit.
Don't get your finger. That makes me nervous.
I'm a pro, Patrick.
I know. Don't say that.
Okay. And then we can turn it inside out. And the only thing I would have done differently is, like I said, I would have done that top stitching. But how quick and easy was that? You could make these as like party favors, have like little kids. And you could do these as wedding presents and like, you know, bridesmaid presents and put everyone's name on them. And let's just go ahead and zip that up. And then just give it a little press. And there's your little zipper bag. How cute is that? And how easy was that too? Super easy. So, and it makes it really easy to do that with your cording foot. So that's our deal of the day today is the cording foot. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Not only can we do that, I'm going to show you, can I show you piping super fast?
Oh, you want to do piping too?
Yeah, because
whoa, it's like a double
whammy. So I have a piece of, and I usually cut my strips to 1.5 inches, sometimes 1 1/4. And I have some cotton piping here. Well, this is cording. Once you wrap it with your, fabric, then you have piping. So this is how easy it is. And again, we're using the 5mm. Patrick, here, please. Again, we're using the 5mm cording foot, and that cording's going to go right into the groove. So I usually start at an angle, and once it gets into the groove, I just straighten it out. I wiggle it over to the left. Yeah. And you just take your time. You roll it to the left as you go. And let the foot do the work for you. I won't do this whole thing. I'm just going to do a little. And, you know, this is when we do the pillow class, we put in a zipper and we do the cording. So now you have this gorgeous cording that you can add to any project. So you can make your custom cording and piping. So I'll show you. So here are 2 pillows that I did, and it just makes the difference, right? when you can, oh, here I'm showing it here. When you can add your own fabric piping, it just, look how it just finishes that project for you. So this, which is really, really plain, I added some of that piping too, zipper as well.
That's like one of my favorites. I love that. Is this a built-in design on
That's
the
built in the
Luminaire? I like just thought that was super cool,
So
kind of trippy.
This was my first bench pillow that I did, and I absolutely love it because it's just so pretty and so cute, but no piping. It's just missing something. To me, it's just missing something. So now every time I do a pillow now, I always add that piping in, and it just, whoops, upside down.
It's a professional look.
Yeah, it just makes a difference. It just finishes your project and makes it look amazing. So ladies, if you want your projects to look amazing, then you need a 5mm cording foot. And you can do these things on a serger. I'm not a regular sewing machine too, but it's really, really easy to do it on the serger.
So, what kind of puppy? It is an Australian Shepherd.
He's so cute.
You
Zip
can
it
show
and
them
clip it.
pictures.
What kind of puppy? I missed. Just zip it. Yes, just zip it. Zip it and clip it. Yes, zip it and clip it. A belt looper tool. I should show you that too. What a fabulous quick. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And so,
Impressive.
woo! So that's your deal of the day. If you don't have that cording foot, it's on the site. It's 30% off. They're normally $42.99. And
Betty, give us
you'll
a
love
shout.
it.
We'll get you a serger.
Yes, and the sergers are fantastic too. So
We can ship the Celebrate.
We can ship the Celebrate.
So we do have a serger that we can ship, Betty. And they're on special right now. Like the Celebrate, which replaced the Eclipse. The Eclipse and the Celebrate were both $2,500 machines. They're running a national special for $999.99, which is like, it's crazy to think you can buy an air threading baby lock serger for $999.99. So,
but you could make this, Betty, once you get your serger.
She made like 8 million monster pouches and like, oh my God.
So I do these monster pouches, which I absolutely love, and they're so much fun. And when my kids had birthday parties, I'd give them away, or my girlfriends, like everyone loved them. But I used to, when I finished them, I would trim them on the inside with pinking shears. And no lie, I would take like a piece of fabric and put it over my thumbs because the
pinking shears would get sore.
Oh,
right?
It was so painful trying to use those. Finally, one day I went, you know what? I have a really nice serger, and I know this is thick. It was zipper. It was probably, I don't know, 8 layers of fabric, and maybe not that many, but 6 layers. And sometimes I would use that old polyester. I would buy that and recycle that into those monster pouches. They were so cute. And I was like, I'm just going to try it on my serger and see. And it went through it like butter. It was so amazing. So
that was on the Ovation, right?
That was on the Ovation, but it would be the same on the Triumph.
The same on the Triumph.
Yeah, I'm sure on the Evolution. Victory, I found that when I would use it on like a smaller 4-thread, it would kick out a little bit when I got to the zipper, but it would still make it through, and I might have to
It's extra power in the...
But the Acclaim and the Triumph, the Ovation, those are all so strong, they just go through it like butter. How do you sew the piping to the pillow? Kathy, you need to take so I do a class. I do the serger pillow class. I just did it a couple...
I mean, that's going to be part of your class.
Yeah,
she's
I do
doing
have
that as
available.
part of her class with the Kimberbell Boulevard
Well,
pillow.
yeah, that'll be on there too. But if you want to do the whole pillow with the zipper, I'll do that again as a live class. Probably not till October, but I do have that available as a online class. I did the whole project, so it was all recorded.
So somebody had asked earlier before, like the comments have scrolled out, but somebody had asked price and how they get the video class. So the video class will be up and live by Thursday. We'll announce it Thursday morning.
We're
like
thinking
25 30 bucks. It was one of those things where, you know, we sat down and we wanted to do it as a video class so it was affordable, but at the same time there's 22 hours between the two of us. There's at least 22 or 23 hours into it, probably pushing close to 30 hours into it by the time we're done editing and getting the last class on there. So 25 30 bucks. It'll be posted to the website.
Yeah.
And you know, the beauty of that too is with such a long class, one of the things that I was thinking of was like every one of those blocks, the block videos are like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. There's one block video that took like 2.5 hours. I think that was candy corn or whatever. But so cost 25 30 bucks. We'll set that cost in the next 2025. I said 25 30. You said 2025. So 25. How about that? It'll be 25 bucks. But I was thinking as I was editing the videos, how cool to be able to do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Like to get halfway done with a block and stop and not have to be with you during the sew along or something like that where you're trying to keep up. You can kind of do it at your own pace because it was a long project.
Yes.
So onward and upward. We got people lined up already.
So
Tuesdays are always a crazy day.
Make something awesome, and we will see you tomorrow.